experience journalism not from the books but from the ground. As a former crime reporter, he has reported from the ground with ethic, facts, and morals. Today we have Mr. Sunny Dhaliwal with us, who is now a faculty member at Chandigarh University from the past 6 years, now guiding young minds. So the first question which I would like to ask you is that if you were still a reporter today, which international news would you have want to cover first?
Uh, the major international I would like to cover was the Russia-Ukraine war because it's the war of emotions right now, become the war of emotions. And Russia-Ukraine war has given a lot of effects to the Indian country also. The price of wheat, milk has increased because of the war, because a lot of milk was converted to milk powder and sent to this war country. And the wheat prices also increased in India because wheat crop was actually Russia and Ukraine serve as a wheat bowls of the world. So wheat production was majorly done in this country, and जब प्रोडक्शन वहाँ पे वॉर हुआ तो प्रोडक्शन एकदम से फर्क पड़ा एंड वो चीज़ें सारे इफेक्ट को मैं कवर करना चाहता हूँ और एंड वॉर इज ऑलवेज द लाइफ टाइम एक्सपीरियंस वॉर जर्नलिज्म मतलब व्हेन आई वाज इनटू द फील्ड वॉर जर्नलिज्म वाज अ रेयर फील्ड बट आई थिंक नाउ lot of war are happening and if given a chance I would like to go back and cover do war journalism. Yes.
That's great. So, as you were just saying about Russia-Ukraine war, the world is witnessing major war
Yes.
also. Like we have seen the Venezuela-Iran war, Sudan war, Myanmar. Like war is happening everywhere. Do you think like major world organization like UN, NATO are doing something to prevent these wars? Because we haven't seen any progress from their side. As in the books, they are a major organization who has the capability and ability to stop the war, but we can't see those effects in real life.
Yes, they are major contributors in the books, but in the real world, I'm not seeing their contribution because I feel such wars should not happen because such big organizations are there, which are there to stop and prevent the war. But today, I think many countries are into this wars. A war word would be very harsh word, but they are into their emotional attacks. They are attacking each other like India also had some attack from their neighbor country, Pakistan, and Operation Sindoor was marked to kill the drones. Now, in internal wars are also going. Like in Bangladesh, we see
Yes.
there was an internal conflict among the people and the government. It happened in Nepal also, and in Bangladesh, Mohammed Yunus led government overthrew the Mohammed Yunus led team overthrew the current government of Sheikh Hasina. So that was a very like a surprising thing how it could happen, but it happened. So internal conflicts are leading to big issues in Venezuela. The American President Donald Trump captured the Venezuela state head. It was a surprise, utter surprise, to see
So,
that how
but
things
like
are
at the
happening.
same time, let's say if USA is doing something to other countries, as we have witnessed in the past month, that how Donald Trump has imposed non-stop a tariff and taxes on other countries, while at the same time, if other country will do the same thing, they will label that country as a criminal. And as you just said that Russia-Ukraine war is happening, right? But at the same time, US is also initiating war with other countries for power resources. How correct is
I
this?
think you have given the answer in your own question because it's a war of tariff, what I believe, because such tariffs are not accepted in the international trade. Because if such heavy tariffs are put on countries, then that will decrease the trade. It will, and the countries will face problem. The you see that Indian rupee is falling right now. The dollar is rising due to the geopolitical tension. In the last week, previous week, we had this new silver even touched 4 lakh rupees. This is all due to a geopolitical tension. And what I feel that the tariff war is going on. Indian traders, Indian exporters are also facing a lot of problem. our manufacturer of hosiery products in Panipat didn't get orders from US this time. So they were really worried, and because this would lead to closure of small industries, and closure means more unemployment, more chances of internal problems. So I believe the international trade treaties should happen. Like a treaty happened with India and European Union, which decreased the tariff and helped. It will further help more trade between India and European countries. So powerful countries like Russia and USA particularly should understand that we should stop this tariff, because these tariffs can lead to long-term uh, break in the international relations. Many countries are having trade relations, so the trade relations will stop or trade relations will decrease. So this will further lead to more conflicts between the nations, internal conflict within the country, and further this may lead to even a war.
Okay, so as you just said these facts and statements, do you think that the world is moving towards a multipolar world? Because see, as there are main players like Russia has lost its past glory of the USSR, but still it's competitive enough to tackle all the European countries, USA, and some major countries. And we have also seen this stuff that how Russia is always supporting the Middle East countries like Iran, Syria. And we've also seen that how these countries are doing some atrocious humanitarian activities like killing of women, kids, girl, child, just destroying everything, putting a restriction on girls' education. And as Russia is supporting them, same goes with China. China is also supporting these countries financially. So, how do you view this thing?
This is a serious issue. What I have earlier said, that international uh, this trade is a big thing, and such things should be stopped. The uh, developed nations should support the developing country. Big countries, the powerful nations like China, Russia, US, should not support such things. They should put a stop on such things and immediately move towards peace, because peace will bring development for everybody, not only for developed nations but for the developing nation also.
So, as you just said, peace. We have also witnessed this huge chaos which is happening in the Middle East with various countries fighting with each other. One of the main reason why USA captured Venezuelan President Maduro was because of oil.
Yes.
Saudi Arabia and yes, all of these countries are fighting because of oil.
Yes.
So how can we expect peace in this situation?
So peace has to be brought, as you had a word with about the NATO and the UN, United Nations. So we need to, these organizations should interfere, come in between, and have peace, bring peace, because oil is a big reason for war for many countries. In every country, developed country, developing country needs oil. Although we are now moving towards a lot of renewable energies, and these things are happening, that solar power, lithium ion batteries, all those things, but oil is still very powerful. Oil leads to wars, and I think the governments should think that it is not only the trade and oil, all those things, it's something about peace should also be brought. So oil is the reason of war in many countries, and the governments, the organizations like United Nations organization, UNO, and other peace treaties, they should bring peace treaties in which they should decide that who, it should not be imposition that who can buy the oil or who should not buy the oil. So it should be a free trade between the countries, and free trade will lead towards good
So
relations, I believe. If India is allowed to buy Russian oil at cheap rate, it is fine. There's a theory that it's war funding to Russia, but war funding can be stopped if Russia and Ukraine stop the war, and they should come towards peace and decide their that they have to live together. not as competitors but as supporters to each other. This will bring a lot of changes in the world.
This hurt the supporter thing which you said is totally impossible. But at the same time, I want to ask you: do you think in the coming years there will be technological war rather than this oil war?
Yes, we in the recent Operation Noor, we saw the technology war. It was all about technology. Who has a better technology? India technology was able. We killed the drones that were coming towards the Indian country through our technology. A lot of drone attacks or sophisticated technology attacks were there on the Indian nation, but we were able to control them because we had a better technology. But technology is a reason of war, and we should not support technology for such things. There should be treaties, as I said, there should be peace treaties for not getting this war equipment.
So we have recently seen that few weeks ago that USA have been dissolved from the treaties and so many groups,
Yes,
organizations.
yes,
Like, but if we see from this perspective, then these treaties or like groups doesn't even mean anything because on ground reality they are doing nothing. One of the most concerning thing which I think is like, let's say in the countries like Afghanistan and so many countries like Middle East, the government, I'll not say government, but the head there has stopped girls' education completely. The country is in humanitarian crisis. Do you think that as the every each leader, every country is praising for कि we should promote this, we should promote girl child, this, that. Why do you think they are not doing anything for Afghanistan?
now look, country like Afghanistan, which are ruled by the Talibanis, which are not supporting the girl education, and they should. I think they fail to understanding that if the girl is not educated, the home will not grow, the families will not grow. Because if the mother of the home is not educated, nothing will happen.
So
So
my
girl education is important, and Malala, the girls like Malala, I believe that they should lead the front and allow education free for everybody.
So my last question to you is that how would you want the journalist students like us, BAJMC, to follow the future international political trends
The
and why it is so important?
yes, I think the students today are not willing to study international relations. They're not willing to study what is going around the world because there would be many reasons because it's a serious thing. Students today are want to rush and get a degree and a good job with a big salary. But salary should not be a thing. If you work for the actual journalism is for peace, journalism for development. If you work for such things, salary is not with you. I should make it clear. So you should work as a journalist. You should work for peace, for development, to bring treaties among the powerful nations and help the countries to grow.
Okay. Thank you, sir. It
Thank
was
you so
very
much.
nice to talk with you
Thank
to
you so much.
gain some helpful insights. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much.